Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, 10:46 a.m. all the way over there in Australia land. This is the Death Rattle podcast on our regularly scheduled time and date. We had a little Oscar stream on Sunday that went for 4 hours.
Almost
and
five.
was almost five. Was officially our longest stream ever so far, and we are back to our regularly scheduled hour-long program, which might we might go a little longer now that I have some extra time, but that extra time is probably going to be taken up by planning another film. So I've decided that I just don't like having
time.
Yeah, I just decided I don't like breathing. So anyway, that's it. So what's up, man? How was your last couple of days? How you been?
Just dragging. Like, I don't know if it's allergies or I think I might actually have walking pneumonia.
Oh no.
Like I've had that before, and it's like one of those things. It's kind of like long COVID. Like it's a similar thing where it just once it's in your lungs, it just like slows you down, you know?
Yeah. Have you been to the doctor?
No, if it doesn't start getting better, I will. But like, cause I don't know if it's just allergies, but like every day I just feel like someone takes a vacuum cleaner and sucks out all my energy. Like I just cannot So like I've still been doing everything I normally do, going to the gym and everything, but it's like everything just is much more labored. So it hasn't been much fun, but
but
whatever.
I've finally started sleeping again. So that's good. Been going to the gym in the morning, still fat, but we'll get there one day, but it's nice to have some time. There's a lot of post festival stuff that Architect Sam and I have to do. I might have her on later when we talk about the festival if we want to do that.
That's cool.
I know she likes talking about it and stuff like that, so we'll see if we can't have her on, but that'll be later on. Let's see who's all with us. Jordan's in the chat. What's going on, buddy? B Movie Theater. Hey. B Movie Theater says, hope DJ's feeling better. I've never been better. What's up, Mr. Wonderful? Good to see you. Matt Hicks. What's up? Casey's in the chat. Jobit's in the chat. What's going on, Feuerfrau? Hey, good to see you. Mr. Wonderful is already talking about boobs. So we are alive.
Well, that's his signature.
Lenny is here. What's up? Good to see you.
Did any of you guys go see Undertone?
Heather's here. What's up, Darren? Darren says, go get a blood test.
What the hell would I get a blood test for?
I don't know. Walking pneumonia, I guess. I don't know.
You don't get blood tests for that.
B Movie Theater says, I think I've come to the conclusion that Wunmi Masaku won Best Boobs at the Oscar. Was that the girl for... Who was that? Was that the girl
from Battle? Yeah, the one I was like drooling over.
Oh, the 16-year-old?
One battle after another. She's 25.
Oh, that's right. You looked it up. She's 25. Never mind. Okay, yeah. I think she won that too.
I was like, I wasn't sure because in the movie she plays like she's not supposed to be 16. I think she's supposed to be like 18 or 19 in the movie. But even still, I was like, I don't want to be that dirty old man, but yeah, she's like 25, almost 26. But yeah, she is super hot. Like not on just on the Oscars, but like after parties and all that shit.
No, that's not who you're thinking of.
Oh, who's he talking about?
No, you're thinking of this is the lady that played
from Sinners?
From Sinners.
The thick
woman.
Girl.
Yeah.
I love her, Musaku.
Yeah.
He did say Wunmi Musaku.
Yeah, that's who he said. So not the.
Yeah, I adore Wunmi Musaku. She's one of the best actors, period, dude. Like, she is so fucking good. Like, I wish that she had won. But both, in my opinion, the nominations for supporting actor and actress were the most difficult categories of the entire night. Because the performances in both categories were incredible. It's I don't know, like there was a number like for best actor, it was like there were really, in my opinion, two people that had a chance to win that. I don't feel like anybody else's was that like impressive, you know?
Yeah. I'm trying to find a story for.
But yeah, it's like for if Wumi Musako won, then what's her name wouldn't have won for weapons. So like I was good with who won that because I adore her. It was so sweet, dude. Like seeing those clips of Ed Harris and her, like when they announced the winner, his face, like you could see it all over his face, where he had been telling her for weeks. I guarantee you, he had been telling her for weeks, babe, you got this. You're gonna win this. Believe in yourself. You're gonna win this. Like you just tell the look on his face when she wins. It was this look of like pride mixed with I told you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was pretty fucking awesome, especially when it's a couple that had been together like 40, almost 50 years, I think.
Yeah.
Or yeah, 40 years because it was 1986. Yeah, so 40 years they've been together. And then did you see the picture or the video and pictures of what's his name at In-N-Out Burger after winning Best Actor?
I have not seen that.
Dude, it's awesome. He like rolls up still dressed to the nines with all his buddies and stuff into In-N-Out Burger and like signed autographs for everybody that worked there.
That's awesome.
Pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, Bryce, I'm alive. I survived. But he says, although I was worried about Kanan's heart chugging all that Rockstar drink. Yeah. Yeah,
dude,
that's
I did not feel good later, to be totally honest. Like I struggled going to sleep.
I went right to bed. I felt great. And woke up.
I think I ended up drinking like 6 Rockstars that day.
Yeah, I really took a chunk out of this macabre spirits, out of this Hell Is Not Mocked bourbon. This is a good bourbon. I'm sorry. Like this is good. I like this. I'm gonna buy that when I have some money. What's going on, Terry? Good to see
you. She won Best Boobs.
Okay, so this is from Bloody Disgusting. Only 6 horror movie performances have ever won Oscars. 2 more just joined the small list. But 2 of the 7 Oscars that horror movies won, which is just incredible. So says horror had a massive presence at the 2026 Academy Awards with films including Sinners, Frankenstein, and Weapons representing the genre in major categories. All 3 films ended up taking home Oscars last night or that night. But there's 2 particular wins we want to shine shine the spotlight on. Why, you ask? Because these wins are deeply significant and incredibly rare. The first Academy Award of the night was given to Amy Madigan for her performance in Zach Krieger's Weapons, with Madigan taking home the trophy for Best Supporting Actress. Later in the night, Michael B. Jordan won the Oscar for Best Actor in a Leading Role for his dual role in Ryan Coogler's Sinners, which ended up taking home 4 awards in total. Quote, for me as a person, selfishly, who has worked a lot in that genre, the idea is that genre is very rarely celebrated or acknowledged. To see Amy have that success and Sinners as well, it's really a very special, special night, Sarah Paulson told Variety, reacting to Madigan's win.
As Paulson like notes, I said, as stacked as those categories were with like people that are huge stars, like Leonardo DiCaprio was nominated for Best Actor, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's
Chalamet.
It's rare, and it's the fact that horror got it. I do some speaking around here in the city, and I was actually
I got a bone to pick with you before I forget too.
Okay. I was actually speaking at a Rotary Club on Tuesday morning, and one of the questions that I got was about the Oscars and if that means that horror is becoming more mainstream now. And I was like, well, yeah, and it's fucking time, you know, without saying.
I actually think it's the opposite.
Without saying that, you think it's becoming more indie?
Yeah, I think it's more respected, which is kind of more indie in a way, because like horror has always been mainstream. Like horror has always made money at the box office. It's always been very pop culture forward, but it's never been respected for the art form. So it's like, you know, people will spend money to make horror movies, you know what I mean? And you see big stars involved in horror movies, but you don't see it getting like treated as a legit category. You know what I mean? Like it's not respected as an art. It's like in a lot of ways, it's kind of treated similar to comedy. Like, how often do you see comedies win for, best actor or best picture? Or, you don't.
Sure, yeah. I guess I can agree with that. I'm not sure. I think our definitions of mainstream might be a little different, but I guess recognition and like legitimate recognition maybe is that, but and
That's
this
what I
is all
mean. So, like,
subjective.
not so much pop culture mainstream, but like,
Right.
in the like respected by its peers.
Yeah. And that's really subjective because there's a lot of people that think that the Oscars are, I mean, like I kind of fall into this category, but the Oscars are kind of trash. And so if you think that, then it doesn't matter if the Oscars are acknowledging horror because the Oscars are trash. But if you're one of those people that don't think the Oscars are trash, that they are still, a legitimate form of celebrating excellence, then this does mean something. So it really depends on what camp I guess you kind of fall into.
Well, I don't think it's about the Oscars, because I think, a lot of people think the Oscars are flawed, and they are, period. Like, they just are. But it's more about, like I said, it's more about the statement that it's making, that like you can be, a respected director and make a horror movie now. You could be a respected, like, you don't have to worry about it hurting your reputation or hurting your opportunities. Like, because it isn't about the Oscars. It's more about, for the Oscars to notice it, it means it's already flooded every other crevice of the filmmaking industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, once it gets to the Oscars, the Oscars are kind of bullshit. So, like, for them to notice it, it means it's finally like no one can ignore it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, because I mean, it's been recognized for a long time by, lots of other awards and lots of other industries and things like that. But it's like, it's just, it's showing that it is a credible genre, period. It doesn't, like the times of like The Substance having to call itself a thriller and them kept continually trying to correct people on red carpets and stuff, calling it a thriller because they were afraid that it wouldn't get treated from the industry with the respect it deserved if they called it a horror movie. Like, stuff like that is changing and going away. You don't see them, people embarrassed to say they were in a horror movie. So, but before I forget, the bone I have to pick with you, and I know you were a little bit drunk, but your comment about Autumn Durald Arcapa, who won for cinematography for Sinners. Like, I think you totally misunderstood what she was trying to say, because she wasn't trying to say that because she was a woman, she's had it harder. She was the first woman to win for cinematography. No other woman has ever won for cinematography. And so what she was saying is basically thank you to all the women who'd come before her, you know what I mean? And like pave the way for her to be in a position to, to make a film, a credible film, and win an Oscar and all that. Because she had to say something. She's literally the first woman ever to win that.
I don't care. I don't think that matters. So what?
We mention it no matter what you are. Like, the first to ever do anything.
No, you don't. So if I win an
mentioned.
Oscar, if I win an Oscar, I get to go up there and say, I'm the first 5'8" male with this style beard and hair color to ever win an Oscar for cinematography. I just want to thank all of the 5'8" males that have my same haircut and style to I want to thank them for paving the way for people like me to win this Oscar. No, sorry.
If you were the first man, or even the first white man, or even like,
I don't care.
It's all happened before.
I don't care. I'm sorry.
Like,
I don't care. I don't
think
someone
of color
is gender ever matters.
But it
should never matter. No, it's your talent.
It's about first. No, it's about first.
So what? I know. I was
if
just
the gender didn't matter, then it wouldn't have taken 108 years for a woman to win for best cinematography.
You don't know that.
It's just like president, right? No one was going to mention that Obama was the first black president. Like, that's not historic. That's not worth mentioning.
fine.
Just
Yeah,
like
but
when a woman
I
finally
I don't think
becomes
it matters.
president.
I think if you're duly elected, it doesn't matter that you're. I mean, sorry, that could be a personal opinion of mine. That's fine. I don't
But
think
it's
it
a
matters.
fact. We know people don't win because of their sex for a lot of
No,
things.
we don't. That is not a fact.
Yes.
We don't know that. Sorry,
Dude,
this is not the
you're
60s.
trying to say that no woman has ever been president, not because she's a woman, but because there's never been a qualified female?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, don't tell me you're that dumb.
Don't tell me you're that dumb.
So
Either
dumb.
look,
Like,
either we.
there are literally people say
if you want to get
they
into
don't
election,
vote. There
brother.
are so many people that say they don't vote for a woman to be president because
and
she's
how
a
many
woman.
how many people said they weren't going to vote for a reality TV show host? And he's the second, and he's been president twice. So
Dude, tons of people will not vote for a woman to be president.
If you want to get into the problem with American elections, we can get into that. And I can guarantee there's a lot worse going on than just people going, I'm never voting for a woman. So if you want to bring up another example,
but that is just
similar,
the reality. There is tons
go ahead.
Like, if it wasn't 108 years with a woman never winning, then you could easily say, like, well, yeah, it's nothing to do with sex. But there's been so many women. Like, I saw this list of all these super talented women.
Chad is yelling at us.
Super amazing movies for cinematography that did not win, that had women cinematographers. So it's like you're sitting here trying to say that you don't think in 108 years there's ever been a female cinematographer that deserved to win an Oscar.
I don't know. How many how many female cinematographers are there? And of those, how many are as talented as she is?
But I'm just saying, she didn't even say, like, it's bullshit that a woman has never won. It's about time. Like, she didn't say any of that. She was very gracious. It was
okay.
Like, I just want to thank the women who have come before me in this industry. Like, all that's right. It.
Then that's fine.
Very credible.
That's fine. If that's what she was doing, fine. Okay. I still don't think it matters. I don't know why that means that
it shouldn't. It shouldn't, but it does.
Okay.
It's like people that try to say there is no racism. It's like, well, there shouldn't be racism, but there still is. Like, it's just a fact. It doesn't make it right, but you can't, just because you don't like it or don't think it should exist, act like it doesn't. Like, these things exist. Like, there is so much sexism in the world. Doesn't matter where it is.
I would agree. Yeah.
And I'm not even I don't even really feel like she was saying that, like, that she has been, like, she wasn't even getting into that she's been held back by her sex or any of that. She was just simply thanking the talented women who have paved the way for her.
You've said that. You've already said that. I've accepted it.
But I don't see how that's anything fine to, like, make a big deal out of.
Because it's tired and it's boring.
But it's not. No woman had ever won it.
So what? If I win an Oscar, that means no 5'8" male with my specific genetic pattern and color eyes have ever won it.
If there had been, like, tons of women that had won it, right? But she was the first Latin female from Puerto Rico that had green eyes. Like, you know what I mean? But it wasn't. It's literally the first female in 108 years to win. Like, that's pretty historic.
Okay.
You know, like,
we're getting yelled at. Chat is yelling at us.
It would have been one thing even if it had been like, I'm the first woman of color. That would even be one thing, but it wasn't even that. It's just literally no woman had ever won it. So I think it would be the same if it was reversed. So, like, if they're in the, and I know this is actually a thing. Like, I did cosmetology for a little bit. I was going to school, not because I wanted to be a cosmetologist, but I wanted to be a barber for a while. I was going to do hair. And so one of the ways to go about doing that is to get your cosmetology license, or you can go to barber school, but I had the opportunity to anyway. And so in that industry,
I'm sorry, Chad, I'm trying.
In that industry, men are the minority. So, like, it's hard for men to get indoors and things like that because it's just men just aren't in the industry. And so, like, if there was the first time a man had won a certain award for doing hair, and, it would be a thing.
Okay. Not for me. That's what I was trying to
But
say.
it's not even okay. It's not even about saying that anybody's wrong or any of that. It's just simply the first to do it. Everybody always mentions the first to do it. Like it's like if the first American to win some cross country gold medal at the Oscars, they always say the first American to win that, or the first whatever kind. Like this year, Bob's or like wow, what category was it? It was like one of the snow awards, and it was like the first time, like I forget which African country, but it was the first time they had ever placed
bobsled.
It wasn't bobsled. But it's like that, like
South African bobsled team or the African bobsled team. I just watched a movie about
no, because they won a gold medal, like back in the 70s or 80s.
It's a movie with John Candy.
Yeah, Cool Runnings.
Yeah, Cool Runnings. Not a bad movie. Not a bad movie. Pretty good.
But that's a good example because I can't remember what actually happened this year. But like in the case of that, they were the first all-black team, the first African team, the first to win a gold medal. Like all those were first. And so, of course, people are going to say they're the first to win it.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. I have accepted it. I still don't
think about the stuff you say.
I do think about what I say. I think about it very carefully, as a matter of fact.
No,
daily.
You don't. When you're
yes, I do.
Because like she had barely even said any of her. Because if you go back and you listen to her speech, it's like so much less than what you would. I'm not saying to. I'm saying you started spouting off before you even heard what she was
is it Jamaican?
Saying.
That's right. It's Jamaican, not African.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bob.
Yeah,
sorry,
right,
Jamaican bobsled team. Sorry. We're gonna get clipped now. We're gonna get clipped for that. No,
I remember the name of the movie, Cool Runnings.
Well, yeah, we remember that. Okay. I gotta read some of these chats. I love our chat. I fucking love you guys. Let me see here. We gotta go. I can't. Hey, where are we? Feuerfrau says, "Okay, guys, be nice."
Be nice.
The real John Doe music says, "You don't care, but a lot of people do. What the fuck? I don't care that a lot of people care. Sorry, this is my opinion. My opinion doesn't change just because a lot of other people's opinions are different than mine. I'm sorry." Brain Vomit says, "Can we just not get into gender politics or actual politics? We're here for fun, my dudes." Yeah, man, but it's okay, fine. Sorry.
Yes, but we're also talking about movies, and this is an important thing.
Hey, let's talk movies, please.
Like, it may not be important to other people. It is fucking movies. We're literally talking about the person who won for cinematography for Sinners, like at the Oscars. It doesn't get more movie. It's a horror movie, and it won the Oscars.
Casey needs to make sure Kanan knows how great it was to watch Rats on Friday.
Rats.
Firefly doesn't think I understand. I definitely understand my own opinion, and I understand what Kanan is saying. Dude, I've said it.
I'm not saying
times.
DJ doesn't understand. I'm not saying he doesn't understand.
Mr. Wonderful says,
I just think it's more of that DJ sees the world in a way that it should be, even though it isn't actually that way. You know, because like you don't look at gender when you cast or when you find people to make your movies.
Well, unless I need,
like, that's how it should be.
Right.
Like that's how it should be. It's kind of like the story about Night of the Living Dead, where Romero, literally everybody made a huge deal, and to this day still makes a big deal out of him casting a black man to play his leading role, especially back when it was in the 60s. Yeah. And he said until the day he died, he never casted him because he was a black man. He casted him because he was the best actor for the role. Period.
Right. I embody the change that I want to see in the world. I walk my talk, and nobody that knows me
100% agree.
Differently. And that's how I 100%
agree with that.
Live my life.
I know, and I 100% agree with that. But I also still think that, like, depending on how it's done, it's still okay to acknowledge when someone achieves an accomplishment, and as a society, we achieve something.
But isn't it already an accomplishment enough just to win best cinematographer? You are the best of the best. Is that not enough?
But I don't think
you have to add on something that you didn't choose, that you were just
born
as like some kind of qualifier. It's not the difference.
No. I think that's the difference in why, like, I don't think that she was doing it because she was wanting more recognition at all.
So why
I
say
think
it at
she
all?
was because she was saying it to give respect to the people that had come before her.
Okay.
And because
Again,
she was the
that's
first woman to
fine.
win it, if she hadn't have said something,
I'm
like
sorry, I'm trying
I
to get
almost
us
think
off,
it's one of
guys.
those things like
I'm
even
trying.
if like regardless of how she felt about it,
Yes.
like you kind of had to. Like everybody after the fact was making a big deal out of all these different things. Like that was like one of the biggest stories of the night is that's one of the categories that everybody talks about as being like kind of bullshit that in 108 years no one or no female had ever won, especially when you go through the list of what movies were nominated and stuff. And so I'm just saying I think she kind of more than anything kind of had to acknowledge it.
Okay. Mr. Wonderful says, I could care less about this subject. What horror movies are you guys going to talk about? I'm starting to run out of horror movies.
That is a horror movie, you jackass. It's called Sinners, and it was if not the, it was one of the biggest movies from last year.
Firefrau says, race, politics, religion next. Get into some religion.
Did anybody see was it Undertone?
Undertone. Several people have. I have not. Feuerfrau also said Undertone was meh. Brain Vomit says, if I was to win for color grading and not mention that I am colorblind, do you not think that would be a missed opportunity? I
don't think that's the same at all.
I think that's different. I mean,
because like I agree with DJ.
It would be kind of funny.
In one way, I do agree with DJ. Your sex should have nothing to do with your qualifications or the job you do or any of that.
Or your talent.
I agree. Yeah, it has nothing to do with that. But the fact is, there is discrimination and it has been very bad, especially in Hollywood, for a long ass time. And we're finally seeing this stuff change. And so it's one of those things where it's like two things can be true. What DJ is saying is true. But what I'm saying is true as well. Of like, you do need to acknowledge when people take a step forward.
Right. Darren 3 hours later. Okay,
but no, dude, Undertone is going to be the movie that is the most misrepresented this entire fucking year.
Terry says we still love DJ the Grinch. That's actually what my sisters call me, the Grinch. It's funny.
It is so fucked up. All this bullshit of saying Undertone is the scariest movie of the year, comparing it to Hereditary.
That's what they all say.
I hate this shit. It's so not right because it basically cut the movie off before it ever got a chance.
Did I lose you?
Because it's like one of the creepiest fucking movies in a while, but it's all about the sound. It uses audio as like the thing to freak you and creep you out, right? But
Solo, I'll get to your comment in a second.
But it's just not a matter of scariest bullshit, whatever. It's like, it's fucked up because for one, all the marketing says the scariest movie of the year. Two, it's A24 and it's getting compared to Hereditary. Those three things are fucked up. One, it is not going to be the scariest movie of the year. It's creepy and it is going to definitely scare some people. But if you go into it expecting to be scared, you're going to be underwhelmed. It's one of those where if you go into it blind, I think there's a much better chance of you actually getting scared or creeped out from it. But when you have expectations, you know what I mean? It's hard to ever up to expectations. For two, it was made for $500,000 in one location with one actor and then a couple of voice actors. And then it was later on bought by A24. So it's not even a situation where it's like a multi-million-dollar A24 production. Like this is a tiny little Canadian movie that was bought later on and now being distributed by A24. So there's that. And then the Hereditary comparison is just like literally apples to oranges. Like they're totally different kinds of movies. Like what they do, the way they try to scare you, the ideas of everything. Like there's literally nothing alike. Like they're so different from each other. Like, so I don't know why. The only thing is that they're both A24 is the only thing I can even think of why
Yeah.
people are trying to compare it. It's ridiculous.
Guys, we got 30 viewers and 12 likes on the video. If you guys could take just 10 seconds to hit
Why
that
would it
like.
take you 10 seconds?
I mean, it
Like,
should.
who moves that slow?
Well, you know, you never know. But
even if your computer lags, it shouldn't take more than a second or two.
Yeah, so if we could just take, you know, just a little bit of time, hit that like button. We'd love it.
I'm gonna refill. I'll be right back.
All right.
If you want to
yeah, you go refill. I will read some chats. The sound in Speak No Evil is so tense and so horrifying. Firefrau. Heather says Parasite was fantastic. The Firefrau agrees.
What is Parasite?
Parasite, that South Korean movie that came out.
No, what does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. They're saying Parasite.
Like, Parasite is not even really a horror movie. To me, I always thought Parasite is like a psychological drama.
Yeah, I also did not consider it a horror movie. And I guess the argument could be
most people don't consider it winning an Oscar because like it won Best Picture, and like almost nobody considers that a win for horror.
Yeah.
Because it's like less horror than Black Swan.
Yeah. The argument could be made, but like I don't know. I'm not there.
The most I would say is psychological thriller. Like that's the most because I don't even think it's a thriller. I think it's a psychological drama.
Yeah. So Solo said, have y'all heard about the whole lawsuit going on with Scream, Ghostface Mask, Fun World, and the guy from the original Scream and that whole fiasco? No.
Yeah, that's been going on for a long time.
Like I haven't heard about it. What is this?
Well, the guy who designed the original Fun World mask, like they never got credit basically, or he never got paid and got credit for his mask. And he's not gonna like he really doesn't have any leg to stand on because he sold, like he's a mask maker. He made a design and then sold it to Fun World. And so
he got paid.
Yeah, and that's what's fucked about art.
World,
because if you make something and sell the rights, and this happens to like tattoo artists, happens to artists all the time, because if you sell that thing and later on down the road, it becomes a big fucking deal. Because like as soon as he sold his rights to it, Fun World could do whatever they wanted with it. And eventually they sold the rights to Scream. And so so Scream has been in partnership with Fun World going way back because they never bought the rights from Fun World. Basically, they just lease it, so to speak. So like every movie, they get a royalty check. And so the guy is saying, like, I just don't think he'll win. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's not hurting Scream any, because if anything, Fun World would be the one that would have to pay him out.
Yeah, that's interesting. Darren says, I personally
they're already working on a Scream 8, and I guess it's all in, and Kevin Williamson isn't going to be involved from what he's saying.
Darren says, I personally like that horror is a niche genre and not mainstream.
It's both.
It's it's culturally niche, but
dude, the moment
what do you consider mainstream? What do you consider
the moment
mainstream?
It made $1 billion, it was not niche anymore.
The moment what?
The moment it made $1 billion in 2017. It's like that was the end of that. You know what I mean? Like you can't make $1 billion and be a niche thing anymore. But it's just, it'll always be. That's why I love indie horror, and I specify that I love indie horror because that is niche. Like A24, Neon, that shit's niche. Well, even the ones that do really well are still niche. Like even if it makes 50 to 100 million, that's still niche.
But how many like Oscars and stuff have A24 movies won? Like at what point did they become mainstream? Cause Lionsgate was indie for a while, and
A24 has won a couple Oscars, but they've never had a horror movie win an Oscar.
I know. I'm not talking about a horror movie. I'm just talking about A24 as a studio. I'm not sure they're indie anymore. Neon,
no, because of the way it works. They're indie as in independently make and distribute their films. Indie doesn't mean it isn't referring to size. It refers to them being independent of the big corporate. Like they're not corporate.
Right. At what
So
point
if A24, like Blumhouse is now corporate because Blumhouse now distributes through Sony. And so like they're corporate. Like they're not an indie company anymore. Even though they do independently produce movies because they're in partnership with one of the major corporate companies, you know, because like A24 is not corporate. Like that's the difference. Like if you become corporate, like Fortune 500 or associated with one of the major corporate world distributors, well, then you're not indie anymore. But like the same with Neon, like they independently make and distribute their stuff.
Okay, well,
so it's not about size and it's not about budget.
Okay, so what budget?
Well, they're privately owned companies. Like they don't sell. They're not trading. Like there isn't stocks. You know what I mean? They're not corporate. Like Fortune 500 companies that have stock shareholders and, you know what I mean? All that stuff. It's different. These are companies, even though A24 is getting bigger and bigger and doing bigger and bigger productions. That's why they were able to do their own deal with SAG. And they were one of the few companies that was still able to make movies and release movies that year because they made their own deal with SAG. Like they didn't have to, you know what I mean, wait for the big four.
Yeah.
Because it's basically four corporate movie. And it's kind of like the music industry is that way too, where there's basically these big corporate, like I forget the names of, I think there's 6 in movies and 4 in music, something like that. But like, you know, they have stock, they're shareholders. It's a publicly traded company. You know what I mean? Whereas Neon and A24 are independently, you know, they're literally privately owned companies that, you know, do their thing in a private way and they have their own deals.
I just want to know where the line
everybody.
is. Like where's the cutoff? When do you stop being independent and you start being corporate?
I think a big part of it has to do with, like I said, being publicly traded.
Okay. So if you're publicly traded, now you're corporate. Now you're big. Now you're a major.
I mean, because you're not like they're not being like you know, like the Dow bullshit or like, you know what I mean, like stocks and stuff. Like there is no stocks and stuff with Neon or A24, IFC, you know, Shutter. Like these are independent companies.
Brain Vomit says
like Neon's getting up there. Like they're making movies that are like $40 million, like productions. But it's not about that. It's about like, because when you're a publicly traded thing, it becomes corrupt. You know what I mean? Because now you got people that they don't give a shit about the art. They don't give a shit about anything other than making money. So it's like as soon as you start selling off stocks, that's why I have a big problem with Blumhouse, because now that Blumhouse is in bed with Sony, it's just about money. Yeah. They just need to make money now because they got stockholders that are, you know, like those guys at Sony, they don't give a fuck about making quality art or bringing up new talent or, you know, it's whatever they got to do to get their paycheck. Cause, you know, they're not in it for the art. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, the point of what they're doing is investing in it for money.
Yeah.
And like Blumhouse bugs me because Blumhouse got their start because of horror fans. And like, I feel like they're turning their back on what got them there.
Yeah, no, I agree. A lot of lessons to learn from Jason Blum, but yeah, I mean, like they're very much in it for the money now and not.
And just because
I'll get to your Brain Vomit,
because like, for instance, Weapons felt very indie, even though it was through a huge company. You know what I mean? It still felt indie because it's like anything else, right? It's about why you're doing it and how you're doing it. It doesn't matter who you're getting the money from or who's distributing it. It's about the heart that's in it, you know, the soul that is in it. And Zach Krager, because of the success he got, you know, from Barbarian, he had the rights and the control to make what he wanted to make. And he kept it really true to horror, you know what I mean? And it didn't try to just make some big budget for bullshit, like softened at the edges bullshit like what Blumhouse keeps doing, where they're making this neutered Megan garbage.
Yeah, well, the problem, and that's what Otaku he said, I think Blumhouse has put out way more bad movies at this point than good. It doesn't matter. Their bad movies are making money, so they don't see a reason why they should start making anything else and risk not making the money.
Well, because they're becoming fast food.
Right. That's exactly
like
what
their model is, like, put out as like throw as many things at the wall as you can, and all you need is a couple of them to stick.
Right.
When you make a movie like Megan for like $2 million and it makes 120, that pays for your next, 50 projects.
Yeah. One movie.
And it's like, that's why Black Phone 2, they could spend like 40 million on that. And it's like, I liked Black Phone 2. And so I'm not saying that Blumhouse is incapable, just like I was saying about Zach Krager, right? You still, regardless of who the company is that's making the movie, you still got to be aware of who the filmmakers are. And like, just because like, it's a Sony or a Warner Brothers or whatever, doesn't mean it's going to be garbage, but it also doesn't mean I'm going to give it respect right away. Whereas like A24, when A24 puts out a horror movie, just being that it's A24, I'm going to give it like a chance.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, because of who they are, like their name, their brand still carries weight. Blumhouse's brand doesn't carry any weight anymore. Like it doesn't mean a Blumhouse still can't, like they're still going to come out with good movies, but their brand is fast food at this point. So it's like McDonald's might make a good burger, but you're not going to see McDonald's and immediately go, that might be a good burger. You know what I mean? You're going to be like, well, it is McDonald's, so we'll see.
Yeah, we all know what we're getting. All right, I want to get
the new Lee Cronin's Mummy. It just looks like Blumhouse.
I want to get to Brain Vomit's comment. He said, anybody get to see A24's Lamb blind like I did? All I saw was the poster.
They just dropped that on Tubi.
Said such a rewarding blind watch. I'll have to watch it. I have not been able to.
The only way to watch that movie is blind. All
right, good. I like that.
Because if you watch that movie having any expectations at all, you're going to be like, I just don't think you'll really enjoy it. Because like, if you go into it expecting a horror movie or really expecting anything, you're going to probably be like disappointed because it's super weird.
I'm expecting a movie.
Super its own thing.
Am I going to get that? If I expect a movie, am I going to get a movie? You said don't expect.
It's very art house.
Don't
expect anything from it. Like, don't expect anything from it. Like, don't expect to get scared. Don't expect to whatever expectations you have, because it's just strange. And like, it's certain movies that are really creative and different, the best way to see them is just blind, because you're not going to want it to be what it's not. Instead, you're just going to enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
And Lamb is like the definition of that. It's like super weird. Like the movie Titane. Same thing with that, where
that's what Firefly just asked.
It's just like nothing you will ever see. Like there's only Titane is like one of my favorite movies.
Is that how you say that? Titane and not Titane? Is it Titane?
Yeah, it's Titane because it's French.
Ah, Francais.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been able to watch anything recently, and it's like it's killing me.
Old, dude.
I'm falling behind.
I mean, Lamb is 2022.
Lamb is 2022. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, then it
just drops on Tubi.
I don't feel that bad.
Like it's so funny that they brought it up, because it's literally the video I just shot before we went live.
Was Lamb?
It's one of them, because I'm doing another Tubi video, and it drops on. See, did it drop on the 1st? Yeah, it drops on the 1st on Tubi.
Okay.
So if you haven't seen it on the 1st, it'll be on Tubi. But yeah, Tubi's adding a bunch of really good stuff on the 1st, so I decided to do a video on Tubi.
Okay.
So like it'll come out like 2 or 3 days before the 1st, but
Well, I mean,
yeah, I think Undertone is one of those where if you just
I gotta see that.
Listen to anything anybody says, and just watch Undertone and for what it is. It's really well done, but it's very experimental, dude. It's a totally experimental movie.
Undertone.
Yeah.
You know what sucks? I have had a movie written, ready to go on IMDb for the last 5 or 6 years called Undertome, like TOM as in Mary E. And then
That's a cool name.
3 years ago, I see an Undertone movie hit the wire, and I'm just like, God damn it! Now I have to change the title of that movie because it's good. It's way too close. It is way too close.
No, because
Undertone and Undertone, it's way too close.
Well, they have different meanings.
Yes,
but also too, like there are so many movies with similar names.
I
and
know,
the only time it really is the thing
similar.
is if it's a big blockbuster. Like if it's a big movie. But like there's so many movies with the same name. Like I just talked about my video that comes out Friday, movie called Body Cam. And like 4 years ago, there was another movie called Body Cam. And like it doesn't even matter because neither of them are big. And so it's like, you know, people are just gonna be like, oh no, the 2026 Body Cam, not the 2017 or 2018 Body Cam or whatever.
Mr. Wonderful, what are you talking about?
What?
Yes, I do. You think I'm just lying? He's like, no, you don't, DJ. Yes, I do. I'm not lying. He says, do you want to know how many movies there are with the word the? I mean, yes, but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like
I think that's a cool name.
Thank you. It's
I mean, by the time you made it, I don't even think it would matter. If anything, it would help it like be recognized.
It's like if somebody like let's say I made a movie called Hellblazer, right? Like there's already a movie called Hellraiser.
Yeah.
And like if I made one called Hellblazer,
yeah,
like,
but
different.
The Adams made a movie called Hellbender.
Yeah, okay, and I would advise against that.
It did great. It did great. I'm telling you, with movies, it's not like I don't know. It's more like with music. You know, like it's like a song title versus a band name. Like if you cannot name your band something that's similar to another band, that'll fuck you. But it's different with songs and with movies. As long as they're not like right at the exact same time, you're good.
Yeah, Otaku, Hellblazer is a better Evil Bong movie. That's what it's gonna be. Have you seen those? Have you seen the Evil Bong movies?
I saw the first one.
Dude,
Evil
they're so
Bong.
bad. They're so bad. Yeah. But they're kind of funny. Like if you get some friends together,
especially good when you
get high and watch them. Like they're kind of funny.
I watched the first one on 420 on VHS when it came out. Like, you know, this is like 2002 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I try to always stress to people, you know, you got to just realize that every movie isn't made for everyone. You know?
Yes.
And like, you just got to know what you enjoy and what you don't. And like, don't be mad at a movie because you don't enjoy it. It's like, it wasn't made for you.
Hellblazer, where you are a Chevy engineer that designs the worst possible return of the Blazer you could possibly imagine.
Do you know what I just watched that was so much better than I remembered? Is Fortress, dude, with Christopher Lambert.
Fortress. Why
dude,
can I not
that movie from 1992. So fucking good. And like I saw it when I was a teenager, like probably late 90s, early 2000s. Was the last time I saw it. But dude, it's like all the great stuff from that era, like the Total Recall almost a vibe to it. You know, like Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
It's like from that same era and has a similar look. And it's just, dude, it's badass, dude. Like there's this fucking scene where this dude like thing blows up in him and you literally see all the way through his body. I'm like, yeah, it's so cool.
That's awesome.
Like he
What's
falls
that called?
off
Fortress?
this ledge.
Fortress?
You see straight through him. Yeah, it's called Fortress with Christopher Lambert, the guy that played Highlander.
Yeah. Hang on, my IMDb.
And he was also Raiden.
I want to look it up.
Raiden in Mortal Kombat.
Oh God.
The first Mortal Kombat movie.
I know,
dude, that new Mortal Kombat looks pretty dope. Oh, Speaking of dope, did you watch the trailer for Spider-Man?
No, we was gonna watch it on the stream.
I got goosebumps.
The Spider-Man movies have been good. Sony has been doing a good job with those, but
they've been the only ones, the only comic
see.
book movies that have been really good. And like
Yeah.
to me, this looks like it's. And I think a big part of it is what's his name that plays Peter Parker. Like he fits that role so good, especially now. But like this one looks so good because like they took him back to the streets. So it's like,
yeah, we'll watch it.
It's what we've been wanting from a Spider-Man for a while, where it's like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like he's running around New York City. And like it just looks super fun.
Well, okay, let's watch that. Let's go to 1080. And let's watch that and give our thoughts. And if anybody yells at us for watching a trailer that's not a horror movie, shut up. This is our channel.
This is for a Spider-Man. This is actually pretty dark.
All right.
I mean, it's got Punisher in it, dude. Like Punisher is pretty horror.
Mr. Wonderful, thank you for the math, Mr. Wonderful. There are 731,089 film titles with the word "the." Thank you. Tenderloins 2 says there's already a comic called Hellblazer. The character Constantine came from it. Really? That's awesome.
Yeah. There's a movie called Hellblazer.
Prop 2 says Zendaya.
Actually, I think there's like a couple of them.
All right, you guys ready?
Whatever, dude. What is Zendaya been in that you've watched?
Huh?
Besides Spider-Man.
I've seen at least 3 Zendaya movies, and she's the same everything in all of these movies.
Whatever. I'm just saying, it's not like she's in that much shit.
Yeah, and everything she's in, she's not good. So I don't. Yeah, like,
dude, I think she's great in Dune.
Okay, I don't want to argue about Zendaya. I don't want to argue about Zendaya. God damn it, Prop Dude. All right, we're gonna watch this trailer.
I mean, I don't think she's like. She gets love because of her look, not so much her acting.
All right. We're going to watch this. Ready? Here we go.
They duplicated a bunch of famous Spider-Man covers. Like, that's pretty dope. It's like I watched a video of someone breaking it down.
My favorite Spider-Man cover.
Which one?
Oh, I'll look it up. Hang on a second. Actually, do I have... Oh, I don't have it. I have my long box. Hang on.
I just think that's a cool way to like pay tribute to the comics. You know what I mean? Without copying them exactly, but giving it that feel. I love how much of this is done practically because like they actually shot him in a city swinging on actual webs and shit for the first time in like a while. Because for a long time they've been doing everything with CG, you know, with the volume and stuff. But there's like tons and tons of footage of them shooting it, like all that, the scene where he's fighting Punisher and stuff, like that was all practically done. Like there's actually footage of him on the side of the van flying around and shit.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a way to open this image in a new tab, and it is eluding me. There it is. Nope, that's open link. I want open image. Open image.
But yeah, that's the first comic book movie trailer I've seen where I actually got goosebumps.
It doesn't look like complete ass.
Like I don't mean ever, but I mean like in a long time.
This is my favorite Spider-Man comic cover.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's like it's my favorite. I don't know. This is
from.
It's from Spider-Man number. Well, it's wait, what is this?
No, but I mean like what's that scene?
The torment run. I don't think it's a scene.
Is he on a giant web?
Yeah, he's in a giant web. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch of spiders and stuff crawling around him. I don't know. I saw this and cool. So I saw this and like this is what drew me to Spider-Man as a young boy. And yeah, so anyway, that's that.
I've always loved Spider-Man. But yeah, so like the word is basically he's mutating. And so like right now he's got to use a lot of tech to do the things he does. Like, remember how Stark Industries, how he had to make a bunch of things for him to be able to do a lot of the stuff that he does.
Yeah.
So the word sounds like that he's basically mutating and getting a lot of his own authentic, like, ability.
Well, yeah, but when that happens, he started growing like 8 arms. Like there's a whole comic.
Yeah, that might happen, but I think it's more along the lines of, remember when in the last Spider-Man, when he met the other Spider-Mans and he was like, what? You could shoot your own web? And like, he could hear, like they could do a lot of things that he couldn't do. So I think it's more of him evolving.
I mean, I'm going to go watch it because the Spider-Man films are the only ones that haven't been subjected to the Marvel trash, and so like, I'm going to go see it, but I don't know. Like, I'm cautiously optimistic when it comes to that. There were some things in that trailer that I saw that were a little concerning, but we will see. I
think a lot of the, from what I'm hearing, a lot of the scenes you're seeing there is more of like a montage. So like, I don't know how much we're going to see of like those fights. It's more of going to be showing all these different, like in a kind of a montage situation that shows what's been happening the last 4 years.
Yeah. Well, we'll
like
see.
in the opening of the movie.
So
hopefully we get a more extended fight with the Red Hand, but we'll see.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. All right.
What a big bad they don't show. Like the main villain he goes up against.
I thought I saw Scorpion in there.
Yeah, but Scorpion is working for the big bad.
Right.
I forget the name of the villain, but the main villain, you hear him narrating in the background at one point. You hear him talking, I guess, but we didn't actually see him. So the word is we'll see him in the trailer that comes out closer to the release of the movie.
When is that?
We'll see who the actual villain is. July.
It's coming out in July. Jeez. All righty. All right. What else you want to get into before we get out of here? Because it's dinner time.
Didn't you want to talk about your film festival or?
Next week. We'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
We'll have some pictures and stuff to share. I'll bring on Architect Sam. She'll be a guest because
that sounds fun.
She's the other half and has lots of stuff to say. She lost her voice over the weekend. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah, so she felt pretty bad and she was recovering. And so
it'll just be nice to have a face that's not such an ugly mug to look at for a little bit on the podcast.
Listen, if you don't want to look at an ugly mug, all you got to do is turn your camera off. And then,
I don't look at myself.
You can fix that.
I have to see my fucking ugly mug way too much.
That is correct. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty dope too. Like I'm not a huge Dune guy, but I love Villeneuve. Like I love his style of filmmaking. Yeah. So like I super appreciate him on that level. Like I didn't grow up with Dune. I've never read the book, so I'm not like into it in that way. Like I can still enjoy them as movies.
I read the book. Great book. Movies aren't anywhere close to it, but it's fine. I've always heard. It's fine. They've been good enough. The Dune movies have been good enough. The Villeneuve movies have been good enough. I'll see the third one. They've been good enough.
Did you ever try to watch the Lynch?
Oh yeah, I've seen the Lynch. I've seen the Lynch version a couple of times.
Hard to watch, dude.
I don't know, man. I think with a little bit better casting choices,
they're just slow.
They are slow, but
that's what gets me. But I guess if I had read the book, it would probably be more interesting. But
yeah, it's more. I don't hate on the Lynch version as much as
I love Lynch.
And I don't, which is ironic that I enjoy Lynch's Dune.
You don't like Twin Peaks?
Twin Peaks is fine. Yes, Twin Peaks is fine. But overall, generally, I'm just not a Lynch fan. I
feel like when we talked about this before, there was a number of his movies you had never seen.
Well, there were, because I thought I had seen enough Lynch to be like, I know I'm not going to like.
Because I feel like some of the movies of his you might like more. I don't think you've seen. You've seen Mulholland Drive, right?
I saw Mulholland Drive. It was fine. I like his more non-Lynchian films, but like Eraserhead is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my fucking life. And the
I
fact that,
love Eraserhead on a creative, like weird artistic level, but it's not really a movie.
no, it's not.
It's kind of like watching Skinamarink, where it's like it's experimental, it's a piece of art, and
Yeah.
but it's not meant to entertain you, really.
And it does not.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get out of here. Thanks everybody. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. This has been a fun stream. We hope that you enjoyed our Oscar stream.
I think
If
it's
you
just
haven't,
the
you should
fucking
go back and
allergies,
watch.
man. Like, I don't know why. But I
What are you
appreciate
talking about?
that.
Oh, B movie theater.
Yeah. Thank you, B movie.
Um,
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just I've never, or not never, but I haven't had an allergy thing like this.
Sorry,
since
I
was
have
a
to read
kid.
this. Fire Frau says, I saw Eraserhead and Pink Flamingos as a double feature when I was 19. I would have killed
Dude.
myself. I'm sorry. I would have ate the first Shotgun that I saw if I had to see that as a double. I'm sorry.
Dude, Eraserhead, if you're stoned,
God.
is actually pretty interesting. More so.
Yeah, I guess so. All right.
There's like,
yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Like, have you ever watched Heavy Metal stoned?
No, but I love that movie.
Yeah, but it's super fun stoned. I don't really know why I thought of probably because you know what's the best movie to watch high?
All right, last
like
one.
When you get the munchies is James and the Giant Peach.
Oh God, I haven't seen that movie in years.
Dude, it is like one of the most incredible movie to watch high.
Okay.
Like a 420 if you're looking for something to like get stoned and watch. I'm telling you, dude, it's amazing how good that movie is.
All right. Well, I don't really smoke weed anymore, so I'll take your.
I haven't either. I think the last time I got high, like the last time I smoked weed was in 1999, I think.
Oh man, starts with the 19. Then yeah, you have not.
But I've done edibles a few times, like quite a few times. But
yeah, I don't know. That's kind of different. All right,
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything weed related in probably 6-7 years.
All right. Well, don't get back on it. All right, we're getting out of here.
Microdose though. I need to get a connection. Have you ever tried that?
No.
Like getting the microdose mushrooms where you put it in your tea?
No, I haven't. I have not tried that.
Yeah.
I don't like psychedelics, even microdosing.
No. That's why you do supposedly like this is like when you do it this way, but you got to get it from like someone that prescribes it so you know the right amount. But like you don't feel high at all from it. But it's supposed to work as like a really good like mood stabilizer. Like it's supposed to be really, really good for anybody that is bipolar or dealing with depression or things like that. Like they're experimenting a lot, like actual doctors with it. Like right now they say to do lion's mane because it's the one you can get like over the counter that'll have similar effects. But actual psilocybin mushrooms is where you get the best effects. But like that's why I don't want to just get it and do it myself, because it's like they have it in pill form and you just put it in your tea and dissolve it, and it's supposed to be like amazing. But like you take it as medicine. But like I got to drive down to Berkeley and see an actual doctor to get it and stuff.
Well, it sounds interesting. But we got to get out of here. So thanks, Chad. Good to see you. Next week, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, 10:36 a.m. over there in Darren's country. This is the Death Rattle Podcast. We love you guys. Please share the show, like it, watch it again. Okay, bye.